Oh, the government didn't stamp it. I see.
Mm-hmm.
The government didn't stamp it and tax it, in other words.
Yes, correct.
Oh.
Correct. And so we were, but then...
You in your article, it says even the vegetables prepared in advance had to be thrown out because they were cut and were then considered a biohazard.
Just ridiculous. It was just all we could do, and
so they took the mint lamb meatballs and they threw it into a trash can while the guests were there, some of whom had come from long distances, anticipating a wonderful dining experience. And after hours and hours of planning, preparation, and labor, the government of Nevada did this to you?
Yes. Yeah, it was a horrific experience.
Did they threaten to arrest you as well?
We run a little organic farm. You know, we were a community-supported agriculture. We support some farmers markets and you know, just trying to serve the community. And we work very, very hard to keep the fertility and to keep...
Of course you do. I'm into organic food. But Laura, for the listeners of the show, after they threw your food out, they said it wasn't even fit to be compost or animal feed?
Well, no, they did not. But the situation was this. They said we could not serve this food. We said, okay, fine. I was very upset about it, but I said, fine. We're going to have a family function the next day. At least allow me to keep this food that I grew and as part of our farm for my family. And they said, absolutely not.
But who is this little Nazi to tell you that? Who is this little fascist Nazi with a badge from the state of Nevada to come to your property, private property, and tell you what the hell you can grow and eat? Who the hell is she?
Absolutely. That's a good question. And here's...
This little Nazi should be thrown in jail for what she does. This little bull Nazi.
These health department people are not elected into office, and we cannot elect them out of office. And
well, you need a good lawyer to sue this woman personally, and to sue the county or the state. Was this the county or the state that did this to you?
It was the Southern Utah. It was like the county. Mm-hmm. And
do you have a congressman? I know you're listening to me in Las Vegas on the affiliate KBET-AM in Las Vegas. You surely have a congressperson, don't you?
Well, here was the interesting thing is that, after this event went out, I wrote this letter to my shareholders about this whole experience that had happened, and they sent it out on the Internet, and it has literally crossed around the world. It is amazing the interest that this little story has had. I was happy to just let it go and let this story, be done and go back to farming. But it was actually my Nevada legislators found out about what had happened, and many of them contacted us and said, hey, what can we do about this?
Oh, that's wonderful. Participatory democracy in action. But has this little fascist Nazi been arrested or thrown out of her job or a pension seized? Miss Mary Oakes?
I don't believe so. I do not think, however, I don't know for sure, but I don't know if she's still working at Southern Nevada Health District.
Well, I read here, listen to this. The battles are started by government officials swooping down on farms and farmers like SWAT teams, confiscating not only the wholesome food items produced, but even their farm equipment, some of them actually wearing hazmat suits as if they were walking into a nuclear meltdown. This is what's going on now in our country under this fascistic Stalinist government?
Good, wholesome food is under attack throughout the nation. Absolutely. And this is where the Farm to Consumer Legal Defense Fund, I was a member of theirs, thinking that I was helping the poor Amish, dairymen in the Midwest, and never, ever thinking I would need to make that phone call and ask for...
Well, remember what they did to the Amish, the Nazis in our country. The Amish man who cut someone's beard was sent to jail for 19 years by our wonderful, sympathetic government. We're living in a crypto-fascist government. That is what we're all living in. And you're telling a story, and I had you on the Savage Nation because I don't believe people around America can believe what you're actually saying. If I told the story, they think I made it up.
Well,
and by the way, young lady, isn't it true that this happens to others? This is not the only time a picnic was raided by the little fascist Nazi bulls in these departments?
My story pales in comparison to what's happening across the nation.